Oh, no big deal. Just the first appearance of Ghost Rider.
West Coast Davengers. West Coast Davengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the West Coast Avengers, your comic god. Garage sale season is back. That's right, baby. It's time to clear out your garages and sell your comic books to people like me. Or watch me buy comics from people like you. I don't know. Before we get started, like, comment below, subscribe if you're not. It'll help. I promise. I'll give you $20.
That's bribery.
And don't forget, I have a new podcast called Direct Edition. So the links for that are down below. It has its own YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to it on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're looking for some snazzy merch from a guy named Dave, there's a link down below to the West Coast Avengers merch store. T-shirts and coffee mugs. That's it for right now. We'll see what happens in the future. Oh yeah, and there's hoodies as well. All right, everybody. Like I said, it is garage sale season, and I got started with this channel kind of on the genesis of going to garage sales and flea markets and buying comics and getting these, like, you know, digging through boxes and finding dollar books that are great books. The legendary garage sale a couple of years ago where I got like an entire ASM McFarlane run for $1 each, except Joe got the 300. And then me and Joe went to another garage sale where the Weasel, the first appearance of the Weasel, was at that garage sale. At the end of this video, you're going to find a link to that video right here, so you should watch that. That's where I got Fantastic Four 48, and Joe got Hulk 181. I got an X-Men 2. Let's talk about garage sales. Now, there are so many ways to find garage sales these days. You can drive around your neighborhood. You can look on Craigslist, on Facebook. There's even like garage sale apps in certain parts of the country that are helpful. And I always search for them every weekend. Estate sales, garage sales. I just kind of keep on top of it because you never know what you're find. You just don't know. You could go to a garage sale and, you know, the person could say, oh, there's comics there, and there's, you know, 2 ratted out Turok #1s. Or you can go to a garage sale and there's just a box of random comics. There was a legendary story in the Bay Area, which I was in the Bay Area that day. Somebody bought a box of comics at a garage sale for like $100, and there was an Amazing Fantasy 15 in there. That book eventually got sold to Heroes or A1 Comics. I forget who bought that book, but it happens. Those books are out there. And so with that, on this past Friday, I went to a garage sale about 20 miles from where I live. He had video games, he had comics, he had a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I got there not early enough, and people were already digging through the stuff. Luckily, it was mostly the video games. There was one guy going through the comics. But as you can see in the footage, well, why don't we watch it?
I knew it was going to be busy, but luckily for me, I go for the ones people don't want.
There you go.
I ain't never going to be the one that's really going for something.
No price on Big Jim?
It is. Funny,
They're all open. Boring. You goddamn right I want that.
for any of that. Nope, it's all my stuff, so I'm selling for 2 people. I gotta keep track of each of the paint. Oh, okay, sorry. So you said how much?
$325.
$325 was 20 for this. How many are here?
I'm not too sure.
It's probably about 22 bucks.
Yeah.
I just what I did
It's
was
like 20.
so I got yeah.
And then took this out 500. You're saying so counter with in the middle and go 420
With that out or in?
with that out.
Or with that out?
With it in, I'd probably want 500.
Yeah. With that out, 350.
Still 350.
Well, I was at 325.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Pull that one out.
Yeah.
350. We're close.
There we are.
Yeah.
370. Give me another spot.
We can do that. Yeah. Thank you.
You bet. Get some good books there.
I do appreciate bringing them out.
Yeah. No, my pleasure.
Just curious, what would you want for that Star Wars?
I'm just not gonna sell it. It's personal.
At least 300 Republic credits.
Yeah.
At
Well, yeah.
least.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, is it Republic? Or are we doing the? Your Republic credits are worth nothing to me.
That book is worth nothing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And what we were talking about earlier, you still collect.
Oh yeah, for trades and things like that. Yeah.
You want to take my number or?
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, laying loose.
These are your slabs.
Yeah.
Oh, no big deal. Just the first appearance of Ghost Rider. No big deal. Hey, first
That
Harley.
got
Harley.
screwed on the grading too, by the way. It got damaged. It should have been a 9.8, and it has a little bit of a imperfection in the body there. That I'm gonna get it flattened and reset. But you look at that and tell me that's a 9.2. What do we got? A buck for it.
That was for my thingy. I got it, Dad.
And then this was 4 for those.
Okay.
Yep. Got 5, so there's a buck back.
Oh, they also left a hair in there too. That was nice of
put in there.
CGC.
Yes, I did. Yep.
Perfect.
Thanks so
you,
much.
sir.
Enjoy it.
It's been a great time.
You as well.
Thank you.
Yep.
I mean, I think the best part about this is they put there's a hair. Somebody's hair is in here. So
Is there?
yeah, right here.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, CGC, cool.
Yeah, they did a great job.
You're doing bang up job.
And that's like, I bought that for 99 cents in this collection, and it's like, I got it should have been a 9.8. I think you can get a 9.6 if I get it really
Let's see what
fast.
else is in here.
All right, looking up Warlock. Sorry, I got distracted here. Warlock.
You got the Solar 10. Oh, you weren't kidding about being a Valiant fan.
That would have been a 9.8, but if you flip it over, if you look, I think it also got damaged as well. It's got a minor white chip out of the back. But it's so hard to find those in mint condition because
I don't even.
They just don't. The black got chipped so easily.
Yeah, it's shitty production.
Right? There was a lot of stuff going on. The guy was really nice. I told him, he saw the camera. We talked about YouTube and all that. He said he thought maybe he watches one of my videos. Well, how you doing? We worked out some great prices. I got some great books. He was happy. So let's take a look at the haul. And I think I spent around $900 on everything here, which generally, right, when you go to a garage sale, you're not thinking you're going to spend $900, but when you get to look through somebody's collection, it's a different story. So I got the first couple issues of Roger Rabbit. I don't know if they ever did direct on these Disney books, but if they did, then these are newsstands, but they might have been newsstand only. He had a big heap of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Archie comics, and so I bought a couple of number ones. He had like 9 of them, so I bought 3. I did not know that Archie did subscription, and so this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 37 subscription. This is what it came in when it was mailed to you. He only had 1 issue of the Image series, so this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 15, and then here's just a huge stack of Archie Turtles. They're all in great condition. I will get them into bags and boards eventually, but I always buy the Archie ones for 2 reasons, and I don't know if this was caught on video, but the reasons why I buy the Archie stuff is A, it's what I grew up on when I first heard about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was via the cartoon, and then the Archie series came out shortly thereafter. I never owned a single Mirage Turtles book when I was a kid because they were just they weren't part of my comics world. I knew that they existed, but I didn't have any contact with it. I had no relation to it. Got a Spawn number 11 newsstand. That's not sealed. It's just in a bag. And then Dustin, he's a big Valiant fan, so he had a couple unopened Wizard 17s. Now, I bought it more because it's got the Todd card in there, which you can't see, and then the Jim Lee Holiday Santa card. I couldn't resist it. This is where North Star comes out of the closet. I believe that was it, the gimmick of this issue, or maybe, yeah. I think it's like he's gay, which at that time, 1990 or 91, comics, they were trying to do stuff to sell books, and they did that. Amazing Spider-Man 19. This is Eric Larson coming back to Image Comics and Howard Mackey writing it. I didn't read it, but I always liked that cover. See Todd by Todd, Spawn 88, see Greg by Greg. This one I had never seen before. This is the Topps Wizard Mars Attacks Ace Edition. I always just like picking these up to check these out, but that'll be something that'll be for sale. A near perfect copy of Spawn 8 Newsstand. Either way, see Todd by Todd. This is something I'd never seen before. Atomica does these great books. They're anthology books. They were responsible for doing A1. And this one has a Jeff Darrow cover. Ammo Armageddon with a Jeff Darrow cover. I can't resist buying something with a Jeff Darrow cover. He only had one, but the final issue of Moon Knight, Mark Spector Moon Knight, with the cover by Stephen Platt, a.k.a. Splat. And then this is something I've never read before, but Rick Veitch, Max Immortal, supposed to be pretty wild, this thing. So I just found it, and I picked it up. Now, the big books. So he had a short box of keys and whatever, like books that were important to him. I had originally picked out a couple, and then after everybody kind of left, I just kind of stuck around talking to him, and I said, can I see some more books? And so he busted out some more boxes, and I went a little ham. I went a little crazy buying some good books. An absolutely beautiful copy of Wolverine number 10 in a newsstand. So this issue was originally the big Wolverine issue when I was a kid. This was the expensive one. It was more expensive than 1 and 8. It was the 1. This is a newsstand. Sienkiewicz cover. Bill Sienkiewicz. Sienkiewicz. Bill Sienkiewicz. Sienkiewicz. But I'm always going to buy that book whenever I see it. This one was pretty interesting. I didn't notice it the first time around. That's a Marvel Milestone X-Men 1 reprint. But if you could see right down here, it says something. Oh yeah, it's signed by Stan Lee. I don't know what the date is on this, but it does come with a certificate of authenticity. Apparently he did 1,500 copies. This thing's probably about 30 years old, signed wise. That's a great one. I've had this only once before, but now I have it again. That is X-Men number 6. Speaking of Stan Lee, this is where they reveal that Namor is a mutant. And then X-Men number 10, the first appearance of Kazar, or Kazar. I don't know. I always thought it was Kazar because Kazar doesn't make sense. Why would the A be in there? But hey, I don't know. I'm not from the Savage Land, so I don't know these things. Here's a pretty important book in the DC history. Superman number 147, the first appearance of the Legion of Supervillains, which I feel like this is probably something that's going to relate to the new James Gunn Superman in some way, shape, or form. Amazing Spider-Man number 52, the second appearance of the Kingpin. You heard of that guy? Wilson Fisk, big as a house. Fantastic Four number 29, the first cover appearance of the Watcher. I've never owned this book. And most of these older Silver Age books are like mid-grade, which is fine. That means I can just sell them raw. See Todd by Todd. Can never pass up a chance to get a Incredible Hulk 340. It's like a VF copy. And then there was this. Just casually, it was in one of the boxes. And I had just sold my copy of this. It's the one that I had gotten that collection last year. It had color touch on the cover. I looked at this thing up, down, in, and out. No color touch. Pages are complete. And now I have it back. And that's Marvel Spotlight 5, the first appearance of Ghost Rider Motorcycle Hero. Who goes to a garage sale and comes home with this? I guess me. So just to kind of boil it down, in the 3-ish years, actually it's about 3 years this summer, that I've been going to garage sales specifically just looking for comics. I have bought such books as, not just this copy, but Hulk 340, ASM 316, G.I. Joe number 1, Fantastic 448, Hulk number 4, X-Men number 2, and Marvel Spotlight number 5. So, you know, a lot of people ask me, how do you find these books at garage sales? I mean, I'm not going to tell you exactly everything I do or how I do it, because I work hard at this. This is not just I wake up and I drive around looking for garage sales. I look all week, and I look every probably half hour, and I refresh my searches and stuff like that. I talk to people. I'm personable, and I don't just like walk up and be like, you got any comics? And they're like, blah, blah, blah. You know, like I have conversations with people. It's just about doing it as much as you possibly can. It's like the odds will be in your favor eventually. If you go to 25 garage sales, one of them's bound to have comics. Now, in that one, maybe not anything good, but it's just about getting out there and working hard, just like anything. The only time I don't enjoy it is when I go to a garage sale at like I get there like 10 minutes beforehand, even if it says no early birds, I just want to be there. And like, they've already sold their comics an hour ago. I'm like, well, why'd you fucking say no early birds? Anyway, that doesn't happen that often. Another tip I can give you is that if you live in a place, or you know of like an area of where you live that there used to be a lot of comic shops, that means that those comics are probably like they got sold to people that still live there. So, the Washington area, Portland, those cities like Seattle, Portland, Tacoma, Olympia, there's still a lot of comic stores, but there used to be a lot more. So that means there's a lot of comics in these areas. Long Island's one of those places too. Although I think it's pretty cutthroat out there with garage sales. But I'm really happy with what I got. Most of the stuff is going to be for sale. There was a couple things I bought just to keep and read. But I am a comic book seller, so, I don't keep everything. I don't even keep a lot of stuff because it comes back. Like I said, I sold my copy of this past week, and now I've got another one. But I hope you enjoyed watching this and digging around with me. And I'll see you very soon for another take on garage sales. Fat ass. Hi.